Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the best damn professional wrestling podcast on the planet, the Main Event Mafia. I am one of your three co-hosts himself, Mr. Perfection, Odin's greatest creation, the gift to this generation, Lakota Carter himself. And I'm here once again with my main man, the guy in the chair, my Ned to my Spider-Man, Mr. Magic Fingers himself, Andrew. How are you doing this week, man?
I'm doing. Hey, before we get started, I want to say one thing to our viewers of our last week's podcast. We
Yeah.
forgot to mention one very, very important thing
Mhm.
from the pay-per-view weekend that we had. A very, very big thing that happened that we didn't even mention.
Mhm.
And I went back and rewatched or re-listened to our podcast over the week.
Yep.
We had our first inductee
Oh,
to the
that's right.
2026 Hall of Fame.
That's
And
that's
it was
completely right.
long overdue.
Right.
So,
Way overdue.
congratulations to the princess of the WWE,
Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah.
I
I
guess now we should say she's no longer the princess; she's the queen of the WWE.
WWE.
I
Exactly.
mean, I mean, growing up, she was always known as the princess,
Yep.
but that was because somebody else was in charge.
Yep.
But now she is the McMahon in charge.
Yep.
So, congratulations, Miss Stephanie. It is long overdue.
Long overdue. I think she's one of the most underappreciated heels in the business.
Oh yes,
Um,
oh yes.
you know, I think a lot of people weren't happy with that, maybe because, of her last name in general. I saw a few negative comments online,
There
but
were negative comments, but when you look at how much she individually did, not
yeah,
just because of her last name, but
yeah,
what she put forth, because at first she was just storyline material, but then when you saw how much she was putting in to actually be a competitor, how much she was doing behind the scenes of the broadcasting side, the actual the foundation side
yeah,
of the Connor's Cure side of everything,
yes,
and all those other Make a Wish foundations and everything else that she was doing for the business, and now with putting all that to the side, and now with the podcast side of things and all the other sides of things she's doing, long overdue. So congratulations to her.
yeah. It's well overdue. Um, I think it's crazy that she's going into the Hall of Fame a little bit because that's somebody you would think, yeah, she deserves it, but will she ever go into it? Um,
Oh yeah,
and
oh yeah.
the other question is, who are the others that go into the Hall of Fame this year?
Well, they started early
Yeah,
this year,
really, really
very
early,
early.
really
But are
early.
they going to? How long until the next one?
Yeah. And my question is to all of my listeners and you, is this the year Bray Wyatt goes into the Hall of Fame?
If they don't, there should be other people in the higher ups, not superstars, but the higher ups that should be let go.
Yeah, yeah. I think they could have done it the year after he passed. And it might
Yep,
just be
the year that he passed.
yeah. The big thing for me, it might just be the big Bray Wyatt fanboy in me, but that guy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He's on a Mount Rushmore of his own, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Um,
I
so
can give him that.
I'm hoping that this is the year, and if it is, I'm gonna cry. Um, but yeah, I can't believe we forgot to mention that last week. I guess because there was so
Oh,
much.
we were on time crunch. We really were,
Yeah,
and
we
we had so much to get squeezed into
yeah
45 minutes. I mean,
yeah
we had two huge
yeah
one and a half pay-per-views to really talk about. So
yeah one and a half because
yeah,
WrestlePalooza, and I titled the last episode, of course, is this the worst WWE pay per view of the year? And it's arguably probably one of the worst of the decade.
we're
Um,
not done yet though. So
yeah, then I mean, there's still time. Um, but I was very disappointed with WrestlePalooza because it had such this big feel to it, and the presentation was great.
oh,
Um,
it was a great lead up, but then a huge letdown.
but the yeah, it was terrible. But of course, next pay per view is Perth Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia, and of course, I think the only match that is announced for this show is AJ Styles versus John Cena. Um, which I am very, 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 very excited for. Um,
I don't know if I can wake up that early.
I yeah,
Damn it.
that's the problem. So here's the thing. So it's at what, like 7 a.m. your time, so that'd be what, 8 a.m. my time?
Yeah.
That's a big ask
I
for
feel
a
like hurt.
Saturday. That's a big ask for a Saturday, but I'm telling you what, there was only one match that would probably make me get up at 8 a.m. on a Saturday, and they announced it. AJ Styles versus John Cena won last time. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
got
mean,
me. You got me.
yeah, that'll.
It's a it's a tough
Yeah.
it's a tough thing, but like that's the last time we're
When
gonna
there's
get to see it.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, when there's only one more time, you'll see them two go at it, and
yeah,
it's not because you're seeing a YouTube video of another match that they've done. It's
yeah.
yeah, it's
That's the trigger. It's hard, but man,
yeah.
you pulled me in. So how did you enjoy wrestling this week, man? Did it impress you? Did it not? How did you enjoy it this week?
There was a lot of amazing wrestling this week.
Yes.
From Raw to NXT to
TNA had a great show.
TNA to AEW
Yeah.
to Smack. I'll say Smack because I can't say Smack down because of some things.
Yeah,
I
I
love
want
I love the title of the show tonight because of that return, and that's about it.
yeah.
That
So
was
let's go ahead and go over SmackDown first because there is one moment that I do want to nitpick, and it was
okay.
in that woman's triple threat.
Yeah,
What the fuck was that?
yeah.
There's
There
people
was
online saying
you can't put it on just one person though.
no, no, you can't at all. And there's people online saying that the referee should have lost her job. Um, no, she shouldn't.
No,
And
honestly, if the competitor can't lift their fucking arm or their
yep,
shoulder up, the
yep,
ref needs to just continue and smack the hand down on the ground for the 3 count.
yeah. But I recently watched a interview with Charles Robinson, which changed my opinion on that. He did a great interview with Chris Van Vliet. And he said, there's people always nitpicking us online about just count the three. But if you know that ain't the finish, and especially if you're not an experienced referee, you're not going to do it. You know what I mean? Because Charles Robinson could get away with that. You know what I mean? Chad Patton could probably get away with that. But could this female referee who's only been in WWE a couple years get away with that? I don't think so.
But there should still be something,
Yeah.
some kind of backup plan available to where somebody, because it's been happening so often,
Yep.
something needs to be in place to where the match gets restarted or um, it then becomes a 2 out of 3 fall, or it becomes that person's now eliminated from the contest and the other two individuals can continue on.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. Because that way we will then know it was a botch or something. I mean,
Yeah.
it's happening too often right now.
Yeah.
And
It's
I would
happened
rather
quite a
see
bit.
that than just see that kind of a botch and the match continue.
Yeah. It's happened quite a bit in the last few months. And this one
It's
was
almost
blatant.
weekly.
Yeah, this was blatant. Like it wasn't like a oh maybe. No, this was fucking blatant. Um,
It was almost as bad as the other AEW pay-per-view when they tried to literally rewind, like stop and rewind. The dude literally stopped, backed up a bit, and then continued on that tag team match.
yeah, it was pretty bad. And what made it even worse is if you go back and watch it, Nia Jax after the fact that this happens just goes, huh.
Like seriously, like if she hadn't done that, I would have been okay.
It
Because
was
then I
so
would have thought
bad,
maybe there's an actual like a medical issue or something along the lines of there's a physical reason why she did not kick out.
brother. It was so bad. It was terrible.
But the
Um,
fact that she did the arm flip, I'm like, I would have loved to see Triple H or whoever's reactions in the pin.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, headsets flew all over that area.
Yeah, I guarantee you they were like, "What the was that?"
Oh, oh yeah,
Um,
guaranteed.
yeah. SmackDown was decent this week. Other than that, of course, this
I
is titled.
loved Sami Zayn.
Yeah, yeah,
I loved that match
yeah. So
because I love that he's giving these other superstars the chance.
yeah, he is arguably, not saying that he's the greatest of all time, but he's doing what John Cena did
Yes,
for his
yeah,
generation, and
yes.
I think that really benefits for Sammy because now, a few months ago I said I don't see him as a top guy. I
I
do
still
now.
don't.
I
I
do.
still don't. But he's getting his notches in the belt to climb his way up there.
Yeah.
But I still don't see him as up there yet. But he's working his way.
And of course, if you guys don't know what match we are referring to, of course, Sami Zayn did his open challenge for the United States Championship. And none other than the bouncy one himself, the young OG Javon Evans, answered the call. And
He
I
did
can't
that
tell you,
OG cutter. Oh my
my
god, that
God,
was beautiful.
it was this close. I almost thought he was going to get it. And
Oh,
here's the thing about Javon Evans. I followed Javon Evans when he was Jay Malachi. I
mm-hmm.
have shared some locker rooms with Jay Malachi, and he is one of the most genuine people you'll ever meet. So to see him come out, it just made my heart smile.
It was so close. It was so close.
Um, and it was such a good match. Of course, NXT has their No Mercy pay per view, which I will not be watching because go dogs. We got Georgia versus Alabama, but go dogs. We got this. Um, you know, um, so I think Javon is on his way up to the main roster.
Yeah.
I think last night he
It's
proved
only a matter of time. Yeah.
I think he proved that he was ready. And I think I mean, this might be a bold statement, but I think that guy could be a future world champion.
Get some more experience under the belt. But yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, like not right off the bat, but in the next 4 or 5 years, absolutely.
Yeah.
He
Well,
rem-
and honestly, I would see him if he continues to have matches like that. I would be okay with him getting a taste of gold almost immediately.
yeah, yeah,
I would be fine with that if they gave him that blessing.
absolutely. He reminds me a lot of Shelton Benjamin,
Yeah.
and in a way that I say that because he reminds me of gold standard Shelton Benjamin, which to me was peak Shelton Benjamin and should
Yeah.
have won the world
Gold standard
championship.
Shelton Benjamin with the mix of John Morrison.
Yeah, exactly. That's Javon Evans.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that kid's definitely going up to the main roster soon. I can't wait to see it. Another thing that happened this week on SmackDown, yada I mean, Mr. Jacob Fatou making his return, and I'm telling you, I was like so confused because I had no idea where he was for a while. I was like, where's Jacob? Apparently his hiatus wasn't supposed to be this long. I don't know the reason he was gone. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But it wasn't supposed to be this long. And when that music hit, I popped so hard
Mm,
because I was so happy to see my boy back. Of course, you guys know me. I if they put the world title on Jacob Fatu tomorrow, I would be happy as hell.
right. Right.
Um, so I was happy
It'll
about that.
come. It'll come.
I thought him and Drew did a great segment. Um, Drew to
Their
me,
feud is going to be amazing.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Like Drew to me is slowly working his way into that top heel spot for me, other than Rollins, because you could put Drew McIntyre in with somebody that has no fucking clue what they're doing, and he would make them not just in ring ability, but his microphone ability would make them look like a star.
Kind of reminds me of William Regal in a way.
Yes, yes, absolutely, 1,000%. Um, I just, man, I keep floating this around in my brain, and I'm telling you, Cody Rhodes does not make a great world champion at all. It sucks. He sucks when he has the belt. He like every time he comes on my screen, I'm finding myself not wanting to pay attention. I don't care. I don't care about the title as much as I should. He falls in the same category as his father as better at the chase for the championship than as
Yeah.
champion. Because historically, Dusty Rhodes, yes, he was a multi-time world champion, but name one match that he had in that run when he was world champion that you can remember. You don't remember. You remember the hard
No.
times promo. You remember him, going after the belt. You remember the Four Horsemen breaking his arm. You remember all these things, but you don't remember anything that he did when he had the belt.
Right.
And I think Cody falls in that same category because Cody Rhodes will be known as the guy who defeated Roman Reigns up to his 1,000+ day reign, arguably the greatest championship reign of all time. And he will be known as the guy that John Cena beat to have his 17th world championship. And he
All
will
right, now you gotta make me do some research. Hold on. Keep talking. Keep talking. I'm sorry.
keep talking. Yeah, he's doing his thing. It's why we call him Magic Fingers. Um, but I lost my train of thought. Hang on.
Sorry.
You're good. I lost my train of thought. Oh, he will be remembered as the guy that John Cena beat for his 17th world championship, and he will be remembered as the guy that beat John Cena to end his 17th world championship reign. Other than that, you won't remember anything that Cody Rhodes does with this belt. You just won't. Unless they turn him heel. That that to me is what they need to do. I think that would make Cody more intriguing, but one of my best friends on the planet, we had a conversation about this while we were in Walmart at 7 a.m. So those are always the great conversations when you're tired, you haven't slept all night, and you're just sitting there and he's like, man, like he's such a good marketable champion. He's good in the marketing side of it. He is the John Cena of his day. And so he's this charitable face. He's great with the kids. He's a over baby face with the kids. So the only reason that they keep the title on him, I think, is because he's good for business in terms of marketing. So that's something I never thought about before. But I don't know. I mean, just I don't care about that the WWE championship. I care more about the world title than I do the WWE championship. I don't, and that's sad. But what were you magic finger
Well,
and
I
what
was
over
I
there?
was curious about, the last time someone, how long has it been since someone held the title as long as Reigns did? And that person was Hogan.
Yeah, I'd say Hogan. Yeah,
The
that would be
person that had it before Hogan was Bob Backlund.
Bob Backlund. Yep.
And the person that had it before him was Bruno Sammartino.
Yep.
But I was just curious if maybe there might be a trend in the time frame that the last person held it. Maybe if it might be something they might recreate, kind of like how he only comes around so many years,
Yep.
or Jeepers Creepers, type situation. But it's not going to be anything like that. So
No,
I
I don't. I
see it
don't
getting
think.
wrapped up.
I don't think we'll ever see another world championship like that. At least in my
No.
lifetime, I don't think we'll ever see something like that again.
Oh,
Um,
definitely going to be doing 7 years worth like Bruno did. So it's
nah, that's insane.
no.
Um, you know, but other than that, SmackDown was very cookie cutter this week. Um,
Yeah, I mean, it was still entertaining. Although I'm curious to see how this situation with the Miz is
yeah,
gonna go with Mello, and how the Judgment Day is gonna go after um oh
Liv,
God, I'm seeing oh my God, I can see his face.
Dominic.
Sheamus Rusev
Oh, Rusev. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is now just licking his chops and to see which member he's going to get his hands on. But after Finn Balor decided to step in because Dominic wouldn't jump in at all.
Yep.
So how is that going to play out? I'm interested to see how this story is going to continue on.
That's
Is it going
that's
to
a.
continue on Raw? Is it going to be on SmackDown? Or
I have no idea. Um, but like they're building something there between Judgment Day,
yeah,
and that breakup is going to be something special.
it's going to be. I think that's going to be almost as big as when the Shield broke up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um, the question that everybody I think has on the mind, I don't think Dominic can play a heel anymore at this point. He's too
No,
over. He's
but like
over.
Which does he leave Judgment Day, or does Judgment Day itself fall apart?
I don't know. That's a very good question, and I would rather it being that it falls
And
apart.
does he lose a title in order to leave Judgment Day?
Oh, I think Liv cost him the Intercontinental Championship without a question.
Liv returning will cost him?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking in my head. Um, I think that him and Balor are going to have a blood feud in a way. Um,
You think Balor takes it from him?
See, it's a tricky
Because he
situation.
won the title in when Balor was really the one that was trying to get it.
Yeah. So
That
maybe,
would be the ultimate way to lose it. But I know that we really want to see Cena win it.
yes.
But would
Yeah.
it be
So
best to see Balor win it?
I don't know, man. He's a tricky situation because, in my opinion, like, um, I heard somebody say this quote today, and I think it was Obafemi. If Finn Balor never got hurt in 2016, he would be Cody Rhodes right now. Um, and I truly believe that. And it sucks that the guy got hurt once and was never given an opportunity to show how big of a star he can be. Um, and I thought when Triple H took over, I thought Finn would get his opportunity because Finn is notoriously a Triple H guy. So it
I
really
wonder what
hurts.
happened in his road to recovery that changed that, though.
I don't know, man. And that's hopefully one day we get as big as Chris Van Vliet and I get to sit down with him and I ask him,
I would love to ask him that question. What
what
happened?
happened? You know,
Well,
because I followed him all the way from New Japan.
yeah.
Like I was watching his New Japan shit. So it hurts me because I think he's the second best professional wrestler on the planet. But
Hmm.
he doesn't get the opportunity to show how good he actually is. He just gets put in the mid card. And it aggravates me.
It could also be his decision, though.
I mean, the
Maybe
dude,
he wants to do like some others have done, and they just want to train the new up and comers.
yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could see that. But at the
He
same
does
time,
seem like one of those selfless kind of people that would want
he
to
does. He does.
see the up and coming stars see the same kind of glory he's had. Maybe not the one he's had in WWE, but the some he's seen overseas.
Yeah. And maybe that's the thing. But my question about Finn is when his contract is up, does he resign or does he go to AEW or New Japan? Because if I'm him, I go to AEW and I tear the house down with some of the best in the world. And I see where that goes. Um, I don't
How many how many Bullet Club members are over there?
a lot,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
a lot of them.
that would be something that would definitely persuade him to go over there, then go back to New Japan or something like that.
Bro, just the fact that if he leaves there and goes there, then we have the potential to see Prince Devitt versus Will Osprey.
Yeah.
Like just that in my head is
I
like,
mean, as long
oh
as neither one of them get hurt, obviously, but
yeah, exactly. Um,
since they
but
both love to live dangerously in their matches.
I've been thinking about, and we know that I'm the biggest Will Osprey dick rider in the planet. So I've been thinking about this a lot. I don't think it's necessarily him being reckless. I think a lot of people think that about him, but I don't think it's necessarily him being reckless. I think it's the talent that he works with sometimes. And I think Will is one of those guys that is just happy, not talking shit about you, Will, because I love you. But I think he's happy in his career right now. He's working with these dangerous people. And by dangerous people, I mean John Moxley. John Moxley, in my opinion, is very dangerous to work with because he does some stupid shit, you know, and the only
Can't
people
disagree with you.
that just sit there and say, okay, we'll do that. And I think Will's one of those guys where he's like, well, bro, that would be a good pop for the fans, and let's do this. And it scares me for the future of AW because poor Adam Cole, who knows if he'll ever wrestle again because of
Yeah.
his recklessness in AEW because AEW does stupid shit and they don't be grown adults and be like, no, that's too far. I mean,
Yeah, let's duct tape someone to a damn chair and then pick the chair up and sling it down on the ground.
yeah. Or let's just set a grown man on fire.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of karma coming back to Moxley. So it
It
was
was.
kind of
It
the
was.
ways everything comes back around.
But just some of the stuff that they've done, man, over the years, like the screwdriver incident,
The fork through the ear. I mean,
that
come
could
on.
literally damage somebody's hearing.
Yeah, yeah,
So, like, I don't know. And we love AEW right now. I think they're telling probably,
yes.
I would go as far to say they're the better wrestling program on television right now. Um,
It
so,
is a different kind of. You can't say it's a Monday Night Wars because it's not on the same night, but
mm-mm.
when you wonder who is doing better in the ratings, I mean, AEW is kind of doing a lot better right now,
Yeah. And so,
and they're driving the bus.
yeah. So that's something to me that a year ago I didn't predict. But AEW is one of those shows that like you have to make sure the kids aren't around, because you
Yeah,
need,
they've kind of rewritten the Attitude Era
yeah,
for this generation.
yeah, absolutely. Um, you kind of have to watch who's around when you're watching this stuff because number one, if your wife comes in who's not a wrestling fan and you're seeing a grown man bleed to death, they're probably gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Well, especially if you have someone like Tony Storm that's on there, you never know what's coming out of her mouth either. So
Yeah,
that could be very interesting.
yeah,
Which, by the way, Tony, love you.
yeah,
Hope you're taking some time off and resting. But
yeah.
yeah,
That it just blows my mind, and the fact that we have so many people in AEW right now that aren't getting used that could possibly go over to WWE, but we also have the same thing with WWE. There's a lot of people right now that are not being used that I'll look at that current AEW roster and I'm like, oh yeah, mm-hmm, yeah, go over there. Um, but another big talking point.
I want to bring up something real quick, and this is going to be
Go
my
right
my
ahead.
my what the fuck moment for the day. All
Yeah,
right,
yes,
because we
yes.
haven't done one of these in a while, but this is
Yeah,
something since
bring
we
it
ran
back.
out of time last week. It's something we talked about in the AEW pay per view because it's the first time I've seen this, but it popped in my head during the tag team match,
Yep.
and we talked about it. But I want to hear from anybody that watches or listens to us. And I want the comments just because it's something that I brought up and it's been racking my brain ever since.
Mm-hmm.
If the belts are both up there, they're not together up there, but they're both individually wrapped up on that bar. Because this
Yep.
is the way AEW did it.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, this is the first time I've seen one of their ladder matches for the belts, for the
Freaking
tag team
insane.
belts. And say there's multiple individuals that go up for the belts. One person on one team grabs one belt, and one person from another team grabs another belt. Did they now form a new tag team?
That's a
Or
very good question.
does it have to be both individuals from the same team grabs both belts for the match to be considered over?
Yeah, that's a good question. We did talk about that because it's a very good question and it's very valid. And I've been thinking about it too. Like you remember back in I think it was '09 when Cody turned on Crash Holly and joined Ted DiBiase. They could do like breaking up of a tag team, forming a new tag team that way. Like say
Yep.
him and his partner are crawling up to the ladder, right? And then they both get up there and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna win." And then his partner who wants to turn on him just clocks him, knocks him off the ladder. And then you see another guy climbing up and he looks at him and they both grab it and pull it down. That's a great storyline right there. Like,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, that's a very good question. So please leave your comments down below. Be glad to hear them because it's something that we've talked
And
about.
I will gladly take all the smoke, good
Yeah,
and bad.
yeah,
Let me know your ideas on it.
yeah. Because it's a very valid question that I didn't have an answer to. Neither did you, because
Because
I
it's
don't think
something
it's
that hasn't been done.
yeah.
Like there's no story that's been done yet besides what you just mentioned.
Hmm,
And it's something that could have been done multiple times already.
Yeah.
The only time that we've seen something close to being similar is when Otis got the Money in the Bank contract.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
when oh shit, man with no chin.
James Ellsworth.
Yes, when he got the briefcase for Carmella.
Carmella. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really the only other times I've seen it.
Yeah. So leave your comments because it's something we want to hear about. But another thing from Raw that is very interesting to me, man, is I think Jey Uso is going to turn heel.
I'm glad you brought that up because I watched the recap again from that match between him and LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
You made a very valid point when we were watching that live. For those of you who didn't watch it, those two had a match because of the fallout from the previous week or from the pay-per-view.
Yep.
Because LA Knight was a special guest referee between
Yep.
the Usos versus the Vision, or I should say
Mm-hmm.
the Bronze.
Yep.
And during this match, well, before the match started, the Usos were having some griping points about some things. And when the match was getting close to the end, all of a sudden, here come the Bronze out to attack.
Mm-hmm.
They attack Knight.
They didn't touch Jay.
Jay's on the other side of the ring.
Yep.
Knight is fighting them off. And then here comes Jay spearing Knight for the win.
Yeah.
And then Jay leaves.
Yeah.
And that's when Jimmy meets him at the top saying, hey, we got to go help him. And then Jay says, screw that fool. I'm leaving.
He left his
And
own brother.
Jay is the one that, or Jimmy's the one that grabs the chair as the equalizer and goes to the ring to fight him off.
Yeah.
And the Bronze leave. And then, Jimmy helps up LA Knight. And that's the way they end that match, go to commercial.
Yeah.
But I had to sit and think about that. Like, wait a minute. You made a great point. What if Jay joins the Vision?
Yep.
And I had to sit and think about that. Like, there's no way he would do that. But then you made the comment as well of how Seth and Cody were talking at the beginning of the night.
Yep.
And how eventually it is going to be the Bronze or one of them will leave because the Vision's going to, I think this is going to be a very temporary union in the first place.
Yeah.
Or a temporary faction, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it truly feels like maybe Jay will be the replacement for Seth.
Yeah.
And with Paul Heyman joining forces with Brock Lesnar just for that one match.
Yep.
Will he truly stay the wise man for the Vision? If there's a new tribal chief for the Vision?
Ooh.
Or is that what you really feel about that?
Oh man. Let it be known if this does happen in about 2-3 weeks to a month. I called it before it happened. Or Ghost called it. Yeah, I think it's very interesting. I remember sitting back and watching that, and I was like, they're not attacking him. They didn't touch him at all.
Yeah.
And then he just leaves his brother. No, that's something that you would expect from a heel Jimmy Uso. We've never seen Jey Uso leave his brother and say, fuck this, I'm out.
Especially as much pull as he's got with the crowd.
Exactly. So I think they're slowly, and I think it's great for Jay. I think it's a good position for Jay to bring out that, fuck it mentality.
But how much can Paul Heyman do for him?
Oh my
the same
God.
way Paul did for Roman.
Oh my gosh. Just there's the potential there is driving
because when he was
me
with the
insane.
Bloodline, it was more focused with Paul and Roman, not Paul and the Usos.
Ooh.
It was mainly just for Roman.
Yeah.
So imagine if he gets the one-on-one experience, because that wasn't something that Seth needed.
No.
He never had the one-on-one with Paul Heyman as a mentor because he didn't need it.
No, he didn't need it at all. So,
But Jay, on the other hand,
good grief.
oh,
Good grief, man. But yeah, I think there's potential there for that to happen. I think Crown Jewel is going to be one of those pay-per-views where we look back on and we're like, oh, they really fucked up with that last pay-per-view, but they brought it back with this
oh,
pay-per-view.
they're gonna have some serious making up to do.
Yeah, some
They
really
know that
serious stuff.
definitely.
Some really serious stuff. Of course, NXT did great this week as well.
Oh, with TNA clashing the party,
Oh my gosh.
dude, that was making me think of
The invade,
ECW
yeah,
crashing in.
yeah, the invasion angle. And rumor on the dirt sheets are that TNA and NXT are going to have a pay-per-view titled Invasion.
Bring it,
Early next
bring
year.
it.
Yeah, so I'm ready for it. But I did have one nitpick about
Uh-oh.
that segment. Matt Cardona,
Mm-hmm.
somebody who we've been begging to come back home as Matt Cardona. His big reveal was he was standing in the fucking crowd.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even get his fucking music.
No.
Could you imagine if something was going on and everybody else in TNA was attacking or whatever, and then all you hear is always ready? That fucking roof would have went off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what disappointed me the most about it
I
was,
don't know, I think we get a pop either way. If it was that intro or the woo woo woo, you know it.
yeah, we would have got a
We
pop.
get a pop either way.
Yeah, regardless. So that was my only nitpick with it. Other than that, I thought it was fantastic.
Yes.
I thought they did a good job with their little pay-per-view type thing bound for or Victory Road last night. Of course, Kalani Jordan, I do believe it might. Yeah, Kalani Jordan is the new Knockout Women's Champion, and wow, that's a surprise. Um, and another thing going into TNA and WWE at the end of that segment, Ricky Starks was looking at that NXT Championship.
He was
Called him
looking
Ricky
real
Starks.
hard.
Sorry, Ricky Saints was looking
Yep.
at the NXT Championship, and of course, he's got a title match tonight against Open Femi. I don't see him winning, but I want him to win so bad.
Wonderful stare down they had.
Yeah, and
Almost had a
another,
tug of war.
yeah, yeah, it was great, and I can't wait to go back after the Georgia game and watch No Mercy because that's my plan.
You got two screens.
Oh yeah, I do have two
You
screens.
got two screens.
Oh, I do got two screens. Oh, um, in fact, I got two TVs in my room too. What am I thinking? But yeah, another dude I want to talk about from TNA. Do you know this Dion Slater kid? Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Why in the world has WWE not been like, give this kid all the money he wants, get him over here?
It's all about TKO being in control.
Oh my God. Dude, his finishing move is a swanton 450.
Yep.
He defies the laws of physics. I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, how does he do that? Because he starts out in a swanton and then somehow flips his body into a 450 and lands it.
That dude's got to have some weights on his ankles or something to help him get over because that's just it's sick.
It's insane. He did it off the top of Ultimate X.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, to me, that kid is a future world champion anywhere he goes. I think that dude has all the charisma in the world. Um, so I'm very, very looking forward to the future of TNA, and I'm actually able to watch TNA again, which I'm very happy with.
Almost every single night of the week, there's something going on of
Yeah,
wrestling in the house now.
literally every night of the week we have Monday Night Raw, NXT's on Tuesday, Dynamite's on Wednesday, TNA's on Thursday, SmackDown's on Friday. So every day of the week
You
we
got
have,
Dynamite on Saturday, so
yeah, or Collision on Saturday.
Collision on
So
Saturday. Yeah.
so yeah, that to me is crazy. Anything else you wanted to cover? Anything that's on your mind? Anything?
I have to admit, I felt bad Monday night for the Tyler Perry boys, but I felt even worse for Grayson Waller.
Dude, oh my gosh.
Penta's finish off the top. That almost looked as painful as Hangman's finish from the pay-per-view
Yeah.
Sunday or Saturday night last week. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, he just got dropped on his head
Yeah. I
from the
thought he
top
broke his
rope.
neck.
That just, ouch. And it
Yeah.
was the class. The best part of it was the fact that it's the same move that Grayson Waller's been trying to get this little petition for to get it banned.
Yeah.
What's the best way to get it? A best serving of it from the top rope.
Yeah. I thought he broke his neck, like
Oh,
legitimately.
it was like the way he just like laid there and like, oh Jesus, that hurt. Yeah, like yeah, we all know it hurt, dude. Just lay down,
Yeah.
get
Just
pinned,
like
lay down, and then all three of them afterwards, the massive, massive hats, dude. It was awesome.
it,
Absolutely loved it.
it was wonderful.
I was waiting for every single one of them to do like a Raiden, like a Kung Lao, like slinging across the room, or
Good gosh, man. Like I love what Penta is doing. I even love what the New Day is doing with Grayson Waller. Um, so
yeah, I love them Tyler Perry boys right now.
what's the matter, buddy? She brought the puppy in here, you guys.
Oh,
What's the matter? Huh? But yeah, I thought it was a great week for wrestling. I thought it was a wonderful week in general.
looking forward to seeing what next matches they bring up because you know they're gonna have to have something with Rhea Ripley. But
Yeah, they
I'm
gotta
looking
have something.
forward to seeing her new tag team because it's going to be her and Io forming up against Asuka and oh my god, I'm horrible with names today for
EO.
damage control. Yeah, they're going to be going at it and probably going to be having a tag team match at Crown Jewel. But they have to have something for Rhea because it's her hometown.
Yeah, they gotta have something. Don't fall on me, pal. Okay. They gotta they gotta have something.
They want to be on camera. Want to be on camera.
Yeah, look.
He's camera shy.
Look at your reflection. His name is Boulder, you guys. And we got him a few days ago. And he's a good puppy.
That felt like a boulder too.
Oh shit.
You're gonna kill him.
But yeah, I think they have to have a big moment for Rhea. Of course, it is in her home country of Australia. So I think she'll be on the card definitely, but I don't know what they do with her. Maybe a tag team match with her and EO versus Damage Control. Or the Kabuki Warriors, because I don't think Damage Control
Yeah,
is even
yeah,
a thing
Kabuki
anymore.
Warrior. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. But I think that's that. I think we covered everything, right?
Yeah. A little bit of everybody in this one this time. So we did pretty good.
Yeah. So, guys, I think I'll call it a wraps for today. If you guys like what you saw here, if you're on the YouTube, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're on the Spotify, don't forget to hit that follow button. Of course, leave your comments down in the comment section below. We will be back here every Monday at 12 p.m. So, if you're at work, you get a nice little lunch break. Turn on the podcast. I want to thank
Or
Magic
listen while you
Fingers.
work.
Yeah, listen to it while you work. I want to thank Mr. Magic Fingers himself for another great episode. And I want to thank everybody that watches our episode and gives me feedback on it. And we really appreciate you guys, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your week.